going, everybody? My name is Peter D'Alfonso. I'm a design director at Unfold, and I'm so excited to jump into the next 10 days of the Adobe XD Daily Creative Challenge with you all. Looking forward to this. This is going to be so much fun. This is by far one of my favorite things to host and participate with Adobe, and I just love seeing everybody here. So it looks like we've got Sam today. Good to see you, buddy. We've also got Steven from up in Canada. Laura, I owe you a message, by the way. I haven't forgotten. I'll be on top of that. And Shannon, Valeria, Ariana, Kavish, thank you all so much for joining in. We've got really fun 2 weeks prep for you. So, to confirm, this Adobe XD DCC is going to be going on starting really tomorrow with the lessons. We'll design something today. Maybe y'all can help me figure out what that's going to be. And then we're going to carry on from today, September 28th, all the way to October 9th next week. So we've got 9 really fun challenges for y'all. They're completely independent. I think maybe 1 or 2. I'm going to carry over some designs and lessons. But don't worry, you can jump in at any day. If you miss one, don't sweat it, and you can always go back and watch the recordings of this. But if there's anything that you guys are looking for, things like songs on repeat, but don't worry, you can jump in. Might be the song. This is also my first time streaming in a new location, so we moved. This is a temporary situation. I probably hear a little bit of echo because this room isn't soundproof like my old one was. So I apologize. Hopefully this might be the song. This is also my first time streaming. Oh, you know what? I think it is. Phone is on the wireless charger, and there's a little click. So let me double check. Oh, I put myself on rookie move, Peter. Sorry about that all. Hopefully that squares it away. So we should be good now. Yeah, that's probably what happened there. So without further ado, let's jump in and let's take a look at what we're going to be doing and all the things that you all need to know. So let's head on over here, jump over to my screen. And one of the things that everybody's going to want to participate in every day is go to behance.net/challenge/XD. And over here, you're going to find a welcome file for the day, as well as a link to come and view the challenges. If you sign up, this will also show up in your Creative Cloud app. You'll get a little notification. I'm glad that fixed it. Sorry about the everybody. I forget I've got my headphones over here playing the music, so that way I don't hear it. Anyways. All right, so each day you sign up, go ahead and click Take the Challenge. And then each day at, I believe, 8 a.m. Pacific time, they're going to unlock these challenges. You can download them, take a peek, and then I'll go over it with you here on the stream and teach you a little bit about what's going on. And then a couple other things, make sure that you click here to join the community chat. You can also jump on over to bit.ly/XD Discord. Sometimes it's a little finicky with the HTTP. Sometimes throw an HTTPS in there, and that will play nice. But over there, I'll show you in a sec, that's where all the conversation is going to be happening, but everything kind of funnel in through this creative challenge page. So make sure you check in, join me on the stream. I'm also going to be streaming here in the evening. So let's go to my page. Sorry, I don't really use it. I just use it for streams. But if you go and follow me as well, behance.net/Peter D'Alfonso, I do live streams each night where I go and review the projects that you're working on for the challenges and give you some real-time feedback. And it's really fun if you can join me on those streams too. We can actually chat, go back and forth, and get a little bit deeper into your project. So make sure you give me a follow as well. Yeah, we'll have some fun with all this. So let's jump into Discord as well, and let's take a look at that. So there's a couple of channels here in Discord. Again, this is kind of a lifeblood of communication for these challenges, whether you're doing XD or Illustrator or Photoshop. There's a different Discord for each. And in here, there's going to be a lot of things happening. The one that is going to be most active for our purposes here is going to be this current challenge channel. And so what's going to happen is each day as we work on a specific challenge, you're going to come back later, upload your project. I recommend uploading it as a Behance project. And I would encourage you to include, some static images, as well as, if possible, screen recording, or you can record a prototype directly in XD and upload that as well. A lot of the things that we're going to be going over and teaching you are really reliant for me to understand that you got the concept to see it in action. So that's going to mean seeing a recording of it and not just a static image, because we're going to work on things like animation and prototyping, and it's really hard to see that if all we see is your flat screenshot images. So I'm going to really encourage you to make sure that you add a recording or a prototype recording to your project, and then post the link in here, or drop in the movie file, drop in the image, and we'll go through it, and we'll make sure we review each and every one of the projects. You'll notice myself, and there's Joss looks to be the only one on at the moment, but there's several other mentors that are going to be here monitoring this channel through this challenge series, and we'll be giving you feedback on all of your projects. So lots of cool stuff there. And then I'm going to encourage you to check out other channels here. So if you're brand new to XD, you've maybe some newbie questions, don't worry, we got you. Head on over there, introduce yourself, ask us whatever you need. We're here to help. And then really check out, some of the discussions that have been going on, and pro tips. Howard is the man. Again, I always go to Howard when there's new stuff I want to learn and figure out. And if you check out Let's XD, that is my go-to location to stay on top of all the new features and things going on, which I'm expecting some really cool stuff. We've got Adobe Max coming up here, which is going to be a ton of fun. This is the first year due to everything going on that it is all online, which means you can participate fully and not just kind of catch up on some things or some news later. So if I'm not mistaken, it's totally free. Sign up. Lots of cool stuff being announced, not just for XD, but for the full, Adobe Creative Suite. I've been fortunate enough to go to Max the last 2 years, and it's one of those things that you kind of just sit in awe of all the stuff going on, because it's so cool to see all these innovative things and features, and sometimes programs that I use. It's not in my wheelhouse of design, but I can still appreciate the amazing and monumental strides that are going on in these applications, and how in some ways, maybe even indirectly, it does impact the stuff that I need to work on. And just everything pushes everything forward. So really, really cool. I'm just going to give a advanced mad props to the Adobe team, because I'm sure that they are doing a ton of amazingly, wildly cool things. And that's a big challenge, putting on an event that large, completely remote, online this year. So I'm really excited to see how that is going to go. So make sure you participate. It is, you're working at home, tune into that. Just don't miss that opportunity. That's going to be really, really, really helpful. So we talked about pro tips. We've got the current challenge. If you just want us to take a look at your portfolio, your website, something like that, get and toss that in portfolio reviews. We'll check that out as well. And just, again, go experiment, go check out these channels. Lots of stuff. Hello, son. Speaking of people, let's all say hi to Andrew. Andrew's going to be on next. I am Andrew's design dad, even though I'm not that older than you. He is my little design mentor protege son. So Andrew, you all probably know, you see him around here all the time. He's doing the Adobe Illustrator streams, and he does the design in the dark here, as well as why am I messing this up? But the Friday segment, I'm blanking on it. Tune into that too. Anyway, so let's check out that schedule while we're at it. There is a crazy cool lineup this week. We've got Voodoo Val doing the Photoshop challenges, Anthony Jones on character design, responsive landing page with Elise, and Andrew is doing the Illustrator challenges, design in the dark, and doing some after hours Behance streams as well. So maybe one night or a couple nights this week, Andrew, I'll help out on some of the AI reviews. You'll help out on some of the XD reviews, and we'll have some fun with that. And then we've got Sarah, who's just on doing character design. I caught the tail end of that as they were doing a bunch of stuff with outdoors and national parks and whatnot, and is making me itching to go out on a good hike this weekend. I think I'm gonna go find something and hit some new trails. We're kind of excited for fall here. Get out, see nature. It's amazing. Like, yes, we get to work on our computers and pixels. It's really good. It's great for your creativity to get outside as well, get some fresh air, and go do that. So that's on my bucket list for this weekend. And then after this segment, we're back with Andrew and Jordan for Design in the Dark. So make sure you tune in for that. Always fun. We've done the Design in the Dark back with um, Logan Farber, and that was a ton of fun. And one of these days, Andrew and I are trying to figure out what we can do for UI design, do Design in the Dark. So we'll figure something out and we'll make that happen eventually. Um, all right, a couple other things to note, and then I want to design something because we've got extra time today. Today's always a little bit of an easy day. Throw out some ideas in chat. What should I make? I'm going to get about 10 to 15 minutes, so go easy on me. But let's come up with something. Andrew, do you want to do a design in the dark right now in chat? Just like let me know something. We'll try to make it happen in like 10 minutes. And let's see what else we've got. I got a couple of updates from the team. Let's see, we've got stuff going on with Max, and oh, here is one. So this is a new feature. Let me go back over to the desk. And this is something new that just got set up, that there is now the ability to curate some of the projects that are going on from these XD Daily Creative Challenges. So you want to check this out. This is behance.net/galleries/challenges/XD. I can speak. And over here, these are some challenges that have been curated by the Adobe team and some stuff that has just been really cool and fun to see. So this is what I would strive for when you're doing these challenges. I want to see some folks knock something out of the park. If I see something that really blows me away, I don't know who to contact yet, but I'm going to contact the folks I know that can maybe put this up in touch. Oh, we've actually done this already, Andrew. We can put you in touch to make sure we get the right eyes on this project and hopefully get you featured. I'd love to see some really standing out stuff. We always do every challenge, so that'll be a lot of fun. And Andrew is saying a UI for an app where the hamburger menu is a hamburger. We did this with Creative South for the gaming thing a couple years ago. So yeah, let's do it. Let's just jump into that. So I'm gonna first go to Unsplash and let's look up burgers. Like let's design something for a burger joint. That looks tasty and delicious. Let's see, what could be a good, oh my God, any orientation. This is a cool little feature a lot of folks don't know to use, but portrait mode in Unsplash is really great because then it'll give you a little bit more room if you're trying to do something with like the verticality of your design. So let's take a look at this, and that one's pretty good. I want something that's going to give me some room to work with and give me a nice canvas to put like an actual menu and things like that on it. Something a little bit more symmetrical. I'm just going to try to talk out loud this process as I go. And let's see. That one's kind of tasty. A little Salt Bay, I dig it. Ooh, what is that? I want this. Okay, we're going with this one just because I want to eat it. For no other reason. I might even Photoshop this out real quick because I don't like the knife. All right, let's see. So one other thing I'm going to show you, since I don't have this program on, I don't use Photoshop too much these days. What you want to do is come over to Creative Cloud, a desktop app, and this is where you can keep all your apps up to date. If you don't have XD installed, you can do that here. I'm going to install Photoshop really quickly, and hopefully my gigabit internet will go at the speed of light, and we'll have that available in a minute. But while we don't, we are going to jump in here, and we'll design a little hamburger menu. So I'm going to click A. This is going to give me my artboard views, so I'm going to pick one here for iPhone sizes. And a couple other things I'm going to do is I'm going to come in, I'll pull it from a previous design, recent, pull from an old one. what I always like to do is have the top bar, which you can get in your, well, I have you somewhere, remember? I have it in one of my working files. Okay. But I always try to design where I'm gonna just eyeball it for the moment, but like I've got my carrier information up here, and then down below, I always like to design in mind with that bar here as well. So that just gives me something that I make sure of. I'm like aware of my surroundings. I know what my parameters are going to be. I don't want to put that hamburger menu up here in the top. I do want that to be something that's more accessible. So I need it to sit in this area here instead. So that's kind of what we're going with. So we're going to do a couple things. I'm going to load up Nucleo, which is one of my go-to. Nucleo and Streamline are my go-to icon packs for UI design. And in here, I'm just going to put in hamburger. And oh, look, there's a hamburger. So I can even come in here and select these. I can look up food and see if there's anything else, maybe some bigger ones. But I think that works well for the moment. So let's try this at the moment. I'm going to actually bring them both over so I've got them. So I'm just going to drag these over to the side. I'm going to come back to Unsplash here. I'm going to hit copy image. And I'm just going to paste that right in there. So hungry now. Oh. Actually, Andrew, when you come out here, there is an awesome hot dog and burger place that we recently found. So we're going there. All right. So let's check that out. Let's see how we're doing with our Photoshop install. We are set. So I'm going to load this up really quick. And we're just going to clip this out really, really fast. And we'll do, actually, you know what? We could simplify this. I still want to Photoshop this really quickly. Create new, create. Just paste that in there, perfect. Okay, and I'm going to come in and we will just put this to the side. So you all see it in full. Okay, so I'm going to just grab my, it's moved on me, where are we? My magic wand. Well, John, it's been a minute. Let's do that. Let's do it this way. Okay, really easy, and then let's Control Shift 5. Oh. All right, we won't do that because I'm apparently rustier in Photoshop than I remembered. But we're gonna come in. Let's make this like a menu item. So let's go here. And I'm gonna mask this inside of an object. Over. Okay, pull this in, and let's do something kind of like, so let's do the load screen. I like that. All right, let's do, we've got our hamburger menu up here. You know what? We're gonna do like a login, not a login, but a full menu set. So let's do menu. We could do something like this. And we could have maybe call in or online order. Do, oh, we said online. Let's keep it consistent. Let's do online order, something like this. And then I'll look at a quick food app and see what they're doing. Kind of stuff. Maybe like a reward. So let's do that. Reward. Coupon. Like this one that works for the moment. Okay. So I've got my icons down below. Let's center those all up. Add. And I'm just going to eyeball this at the moment. This is not going to be precise by any means. We'll just kind of get something rolling. Set a little back here. We are going to arrange, send back. And we'll make that, let's go with red. I'm hungry. Maybe a little bit more in the burgundy zone. All right, and then we'll make these white. Cool. And then we can make one of these, like we'll go a hot orange, or maybe we'll go something like this, and we'll go in that orange might pop out a little bit better. Yeah. So let's do something like that. Cool. So that'll be your active state. And then what I want to do with this is I was going to do something kind of along the lines of get a free burger on your X visit or something. So once again, I'm going to move this to the back. Just kind of hide that knife a little bit. And then we could do something, we'll just add some text. Get a free, what is this, like ham, cheese, and awesome burger. Actually, we'll simplify it. Get a cowboy burger. Burger free after your fifth visit. All right, so I'm going to switch that here. I'm just going to set that up a little bit and do something like that. We'll increase that clock size a bit. And let's go something a little bit cleaner. Maybe open sans. Put that up to bold. All right, so we've got that burger visit, and then let's see, we could do some like crazy long terms and conditions. Keep it simple, but let's do 14 regular. We've noticed your favorite meal here is the cowboy burger. Come back again soon. You get a free burger in 3 more visits. And then we could even do something down below. Let's grab that burger icon again. Set to this time. I want both. Sweet, still have it. Okay, so I'm going to grab these. I'm going to align them. And what I want to do this time, although this one, I don't like the reverse knockout. Okay, I'm just going to fade out the filled in. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to move this one, and I'm going to duplicate, and we could just even actually do repeat grid. Teach one of those things. Repeat grid up here, and I'm going to grab 5 of these burgers. I'll ungroup that, and then I'm going to show they need 3 more visits. So I'm going to use that orange color that we've got down here, and then I'm going to pull this down in opacity to show that those need to be done. And so really quickly here, we have created, with about a minute or 2 to spare, that we've got our app, we've got our hamburger icon here. We're showing the deals page, and we could add some text down here if we want. And then we're showing we've got 2 visits in the bag, but we need 3 more visits to cash in. So I could even come in here and maybe let's make a little button. We'll do something like this. Give it a little rounded edge. We will grab that orange color again. Let's do a fill there too. And we could put some text on top of that. It says, claim my claim reward. And then what I'm going to do with this is bring this in, make this text a bit smaller. That's a little large for me. And then what I can do here is we could maybe kind of just fade this back out until that's available. And then when it's available, we can bring it up. So we kind of want like a disabled state. And then we could do a pop-up if they keep tapping it, that it says something along those lines of, hey, wait, you got 3 more visits, come get more food. All right, so I think that kind of covers some basics. Again, up at the top, you want to have that notch cut out. I always like to design with that too. And then we want things like our carrier, our time, and things like that. So hopefully that gives you a little glance. This was not prepared in any way. This is on the fly. Andrew gave a little prompt for UI. We're an app where the hamburger menu is a hamburger. And so this, in this case, would take you into all of your settings. That's your hamburger menu for the hamburger. Anyways, we're gonna have some fun over the next 9 days. Make sure y'all stay tuned. Make sure to hit the, not the subscribe button, but hit on Behance here to take the challenge, get those reminders, and we'll be back. And then lastly, make sure you stick around. We've got a lot of great content for the next couple of days. We've got Andrew coming up next here with Design in the Dark, and then a lot of these folks will be back tomorrow for part 2 of the series. And for the Illustrator and Photoshop challenges, will be going on for the next 2 weeks. So thanks all everybody for joining. I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.